My name is Sophia Reaves, and this is my story. Well, the background, how I got started into music and film. I started writing music when I was 8. I wrote my first song when I was 8, and I continued with music lessons, private voice lessons, choirs, and all that throughout high school. I was a lead in my senior year of high school in a musical called Pilgrim, and I had a lot of fun with that. I love theater because I'm able to incorporate both the acting side and the music side, which I think is awesome. And so then from high school, after I left high school, graduated, of course, I went to college and I started, of course I continued with music, but I started also hosting and reporting for television shows. I also hosted a video for NASA. That was probably the biggest thing I did with that. Then after that I started going into film. And this is, end of college. I started working with different filmmakers, different producers. I worked on a web series called Deadly Dimes. Worked with a wonderful man named Brian Hardy, and he really took interest in me, and not only did he have me act, but he started developing my potential for other things in the business of filmmaking. So he had me direct some of his films. I really appreciate the opportunity that he's given me and really taken interest in me. And then from there, I started doing other films. I'm working on 2 feature films right now, but I started working with different people in the business, started going to different networking parties, and the process that has taken, coming through this time through my life, going into the industry. I mean, I've always had a hand in, music and acting and stuff like that, but, it's only been the past couple of years that I've really gotten to see the whole, industry for what it is. And I think there's been times that I've, had to struggle. There's been times that I felt really alone in the business, and, but I think it's a growing period. It only made me stronger coming out of, I went to school. And, for that time I felt very alone. All the kids, they had what they wanted to do, just, party, have fun. But I really was going there and there was a purpose. I wanted to, focus on my career. But, sometimes got lonely. So, I had struggles, and, sometimes I still do. But I've gotten to work with, and I've gotten to know people that are really backing me in this process and really want me to succeed, which, it's very rare to find those people that, aren't just all for themselves, but really want you to be the best that you can be. And I feel like I found those people, and it's not just one, but it's, been a few people that have helped me along this process, whether it's the Brian Hardy, who produces the Deadly Dimes series, helping me build myself to become a director, which, throughout high school, I was a natural born leader. So I think he saw that, and he saw, this is, and, not only is she, leader, but she's very creative. So combine the two, and she knows how to direct people well, so he thought that was the best avenue for me to go in, along with my the passion of acting. So he built that.
Hey Mom, this iPhone you got me? It's one killer phone.
I was used to people just coming up to me, and so in the beginning, it was a struggle to get out of my comfort zone and, talk to other people and build a connection with other people. And also in the beginning of me trying to do that, I know that I failed a few times, coming up to people who, everybody else is coming up to them too, and, probably wants the same, to be an actor in their movie or, something like that. But I think that, these people, they see that, just going up and wanting something, there has to be more than that. There has to be a passion for the craft, and that you're willing to do what it takes to learn, and you're willing to expand yourself. You're humble.